Because we got passes. We can go backstage and stuff. So we walk through the tent, and all I see is a lineup of dudes playing guitars with these crazy costumes on and men's asses. Just asses everywhere.
Hey, blast off, I can talk my ass off. Hey, smoke you what you seen and I'll tell you what I saw. Hollywood, what you think and I'll tell you what I thought. And we can talk about it all when we here on Trash Talk. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of the Trash Talkers podcast.
We made it.
We made it, Small Dog. Y'all, again, we can't thank y'all enough for the positive reception. I mean,
yeah,
it's
so
great.
fun.
It has been. And, you know, last week we did top 21 most hated bands.
Absolutely.
Which some of those still
set some people off.
Yeah.
Some people agreed with some of them, and it set some people off. Like, understandably, they threw some names on there that just didn't make sense.
And I totally agree with that. I'll say on that, the comments on that last video, on the last podcast, I would say I would agree with 90% of the comments that the Trash Talker said in there. But
they threw out some good reasons why some of them were hated.
Yes, like why Rush could be on there, why Kiss could be on
Green
there.
Day, yeah, we get it.
But today, we're doing the top 10 gimmicks in music.
Yeah,
and
top 10 gimmicks.
Breakdown gimmicks. What is this?
Gimmicks.
And this is according to the website caring.com.
Yeah. Is it Caring or Kerrang?
Probably Kerrang.
Yeah, that sounds more Kerrang. Well, you know, I come from, well, I ain't gonna say it.
Yes, you do. Say it.
I wrestled at one point in time, and I grew up on wrestling, and I love a good gimmick, you know, and
that's why you're a juggler.
Well, yeah, I like a good gimmick. It's fun, you know, and one thing that I was taught when I was talking to a record label when I almost got signed one time, which that went horribly wrong in the end. The story's on the channel if you guys want to look it up, but he said, if you're going to make it in the music business and you're not just the most technically proficient person in the world, like you're not one of the top 5 people to do whatever you do, you got to have a good gimmick to catch the people. And you know, you see that with a lot of artists. You see, like, they have their gimmick, like they live it up, and that's what sells them when they're not the best artists on earth. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what our topic is about today. It's you know, some of these bands they might need a gimmick to push them.
Well, think about Tech Nine. Like, Tech Nine was one of the best, and he still used that gimmick to get over.
He had face paint at one point.
Yeah.
He had the red beard too, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He was the red guy. He dyed his hair red and the red beard. Yeah, I mean, he used that gimmick to get over because he wasn't signed to a big label. Even though he was technically proficient and probably one of the best rappers to ever do it, he used that gimmick to get over and finally made it to where he needed to be and became one of the most respected legends of all time.
So now, speaking from that point of view, with this top 10 gimmicks in music that we're doing today, I'm wondering if we're going to know any of these bands, because is it the gimmick that why we know them? Or is it, I mean...
I think so. I think when we go through it, we'll probably hit on some people that, like, yes, we know them. Like, if Gwar is on the list or something like that. You
Slipknot might be on there.
Maybe so, yeah.
All right, so let's start out. Number 10, we have a band called The Residents.
The Residents. I do not know who The Residents are.
Okay. I want to say I asked you a trivia question.
Did you?
Yes, a trivia question in one video, and it was somebody in The Residents.
Ah.
Is that not ringing a bell to you?
Not right offhand, but you may have.
Yeah. Okay, so a quick description on The Residents, and Trash Talkers, please leave the comments below if what their gimmick is, and, you know, if this website, Kerrang.com, is correct.
It's correct, yeah.
So it says, most people only know Louisiana-born art, the collective The Residents, for their signature eyeball mask, not their music. Wow. And indeed, their songs are often confusing synth-drenched diatribes that leave the average rock fan scratching their head. But Betty's Body has a bizarre menace to it and features rat-a-tat-esque guitar work that's impressive in its own right. The track sounds like an intersection of Leonard Cohen, Tom Waits, and ZZ Tops, and is a solid way to start getting to know the massive discography of the weirdest band on the planet.
Wow, the weirdest band on the planet.
Huh.
You gotta think that covers like D'Antwoord and guys like that, you know? Wow. We need to check that out. Like, okay, so they do list songs on this list also. So you guys tell us if you want us to check out the songs that they listed also, or anything else by the band. But do you agree that that is the weirdest band on the planet?
And the song Betty's Body, like, did we check that out? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let us know if we should check that out, because I have no idea who the Residents are.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead.
You got anything to say about the Residents?
I'm curious, like, I'm just trying to remember what that trivia question was, because I want to say it has something to do with where's Led Zeppelin? Where are they from?
UK.
Huh.
Was it one of those, or was it on a grunge?
God, I can't remember.
It almost feels like they were thrown, like, now that you mention it, like they might have been thrown in with the grunge scene or something.
Damn, that is a good question. What? Well, they said it has a lot of synth in their music, so
yeah, so that probably wasn't grunge.
I hear synth.
Grunge was more basic.
Yeah, which is, again, that's, man, that some people don't like grunge, but sometimes simple is good.
It is.
Sometimes simple is good.
Hey, think about like the garage bands that were hitting off in the 2000s. You know, like the White Stripes and Queens of the Stone Age and things like that. They went back to being simple because you'd already have the new wave and then glam rock, you know, and I guess some symphonic stuff had come out by then. So it was actually a cool new twist to go back to simplicity. You know, just a guitar and a bass and a drum and a guy singing, like, and that sold millions.
But it worked. And a lot of those grunge, that would argue your thing that you said earlier. That's talent, though, because they didn't need a gimmick. Nirvana didn't need a gimmick.
Exactly.
Alice in Chains didn't need a gimmick.
Nirvana actually, I mean, well, the grunge scene in general, because I know how some people feel about Nirvana. They were on that list.
Yes,
but the grunge scene in general broke the mold.
Pearl Jam didn't need a gimmick. Smashing Pumpkins didn't need a gimmick.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They wore the clothes that they were wearing to the grocery store. You know, and going right to a show and playing.
And then going back to the grocery store.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the Residents brought us here.
Yeah, exactly.
What we got for number 9, Smoke Dog?
Number 9 happens to be Necrogoblicon.
We have reacted to these guys.
We have, and it was very entertaining.
Look, if y'all don't know who Necrogoblicon is, just go to our channel and just search for Necrogoblicon.
Yeah.
And I think it was a Patreon request, actually.
Yeah,
but
it was.
It's literally a goblin.
A goblin. That's the main character in the videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just to give a quick synopsis on this is, if your thing is having a lead singer dressed up as a goblin, what do you write your biggest hit about? Being dressed as a goblin, Natch. Dressed as goblins would be a rockling power death song, even if it wasn't in self-aware in regards to singers John Goblicon's insane lifestyle choice. So apparently there's a song called Dressed as Goblins.
We might need to check that one out.
Yeah, that points out more to their, I mean, I like it, dude. What?
You know what I love? Is when a band or an artist actually takes the names
from
that involves their gimmick. Like with John Goblin.
John Goblicon.
Yeah, exactly. Like Marilyn Manson, you know, how they all had their gimmick names.
Yeah, but what's Marilyn Manson's real name? You know what I mean?
Brian Warner, I think.
How, bro? What's...
Grew up in Canton, Ohio, I believe.
I just got to see if you're right.
Yeah, see if I'm right. I believe he's from Canton, Ohio, and kind of got his gimmick after the cool Ghoul, who was a host of like the TV shows, kind of like Svengoolie or what was the lady that did it? Elvira. You know how?
Dude, I'm sorry. I used to think Elvira was hot, bro.
She was.
I'm sorry, dude.
I don't know about you thinking, but she was.
She was hot. That accent. But yes, you're right. His name is Brian Warner.
Brian Warner.
You're right.
Yeah.
Nah, but as far as Necrogoblicon and Trash Talkers, if y'all know the song Dressed as Goblins, because they are dressed as goblins, is that something we should check out? But now, what's interesting about this band is the dude in the video, and I don't know if this is CGI or if they did something, but the dude's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
exactly.
like, and has a sense of humor, and you know.
You know, they did that to CeeLo on a Goody Mob song one time.
They did.
Yeah, when he was tiny.
Yeah, they did.
Wasn't he on like I can't remember the video, but he was on the table singing, you know?
I can't remember. What song was
They Don't Dance No More.
I don't know if it was that song.
It's not that one? Are you sure?
Know, but that beat was hard. People
I think it might have been that
actually.
Yeah.
No, but man, Necrogoblicon is
interesting.
Yeah, Trash Talkers, let us know if we should check that song out.
Yeah.
All right, so next on the list is, you actually know this band.
Okay.
I think you do. Deathclock. Wait,
Deathclock?
Deathclock, sorry.
Yeah. That's Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse.
Yeah.
I thought so, yes.
We covered Bat Metal by them.
Okay. So just a quick synopsis on this. After the massive success of 2007's The Death album, many wondered if cartoon death metal band Deathclock had it in them to be an actual band. But Bloodlines, the opening track to their follow, quieted nauseers real quick. With a prime pace, thick groove metal riffs, and an epic breakdown at the end that sounds as monstrous and gripping as the band's lore. So apparently, a song or video that highlights their gimmick is a song called Bloodlines.
And from what I heard, like when they do live shows, they actually have a screen up and the cartoons are actually performing.
So who's actually performing though? I mean,
the real band.
So
I don't know that much about it. Apparently it's the real band that performs, you know, that also does the cartoon show.
Wait a minute. So like when I'm happy, feeling bad.
No, that's the Gorillas.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when the Gorillas, they're cartoon. So
Yeah.
but when they're performing, is it the cartoon or is it?
Yeah, I think they do it both ways. I think sometimes you actually see the cartoons performing,
Uh-huh.
and then sometimes you see the real people perform. I think they've done it both ways.
But so with Deathclock, it's like, do you know who the lead guitarist is in Deathclock?
No.
Do you know what they look like?
No.
So that may be a fire gimmick.
That's a more stringent gimmick right there, because
Like,
they probably stick to that much more than the Gorillas do.
Yeah, it's like you have no clue what I look like. You just know us from Metalocalypse and
Yeah.
I would argue
Murderface was awesome.
how's it go?
No, Murderface was the guy with the mustache.
Oh, that's right. With the long black hair, right?
No, he had the blonde hair.
Oh,
It was
blonde. That's right. That's right.
It was almost like a metal version of Beavis. But I think he might have been the more country guy. I haven't seen the show in years.
Yeah,
But
man. Adult Swim. By the way, we from Atlanta, and this is the home of Adult Swim.
yeah, absolutely.
You mentioned Beavis and Butthead. Trash talkers, let us know. Because Beavis and Butthead, somebody said this on Spiral Louder, that Beavis and Butthead was the first reaction channel.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Between me and Smokey, who would be Beavis and who would be Butthead?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, tell us, and we will do a show as Beavis and Butthead.
I'm the great Cornholio in this one. Dang it, Beavis.
Shut up, Beavis. We're gonna score.
You said score. Oh, man. All right, so moving on.
Yeah, okay, so we've done this one before. The next one on the list, which happens to be number 7, is Avatar.
I don't see why this band is on it. I mean,
The face paint.
This is the guy that has the black and white, that looks like the Crow, right?
Yeah, kind of like the Crow.
Huh.
Yeah, like the original Crow. Like the original Sting. You know, Sting actually came out as the first Crow at first, and then he altered it to look more like the Crow 2.
But was it actually the Crow, though? Like, isn't that trademark infringement? Like,
I forgot. I think Neil told me how they got around it. But, yeah, it was really close.
Damn,
it was Scott Hall's idea for him to do that, yeah. Because he was going away, so he was going to be there.
Scott Hall.
Oh, Scott Hall was brilliant.
Legendary.
Probably one of the best minds in wrestling ever. But so Sting, he was going to take some time off, and when he came back, they knew he was going to be the foil for the villains being the NWO. So he was going to come back, and Scott Hall is like, so are you just going to do the happy tights again?
Yeah, with the
like you're just the surfer guy that's going to beat up the NWO?
Right.
So he got to thinking, he was like, why don't you do something dark and mysterious,
dude,
and become a badass, you know?
You remember I sampled that song when his,
exactly.
Man, I
Yeah.
had to put that out.
So yeah, I think Scott Hall basically came up with the gimmick, and Sting ran with it
And did it beautifully.
Yeah. Oh yeah, perfect.
Bringing it back to Avatar, though, a quick synopsis on it is it's fascinating how Avatar, and again, this is all from Kerrang.com. It's fascinating how Avatar has risen above what was once considered their gimmick. Sure, the band still dressed like Victorian circus performers,
Yeah.
complete with clown face frontman Johannes Eckerstrom.
Yeah.
But with 2016 Feathers and Flesh, the Swedish band proved that they were more than just a rack of outfits. Wow. So a band called Black Waters.
Yeah.
I mean, a song called Black Waters.
Yeah, a song called Black Waters. Yeah.
Damn, do you remember the song that we did, brother?
We did a couple of them.
We did.
I don't think we've done Black Waters.
Trash Talkers?
Yeah.
Do we do it?
Absolutely. Well, I know we have a lot of Avatar fans in the comments.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, you guys can let us know.
And you know, that's one good thing about this podcast, man. We enjoy all the music, but this is literally how me and Smoke talk.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
exactly.
This is just what we do on our daily basis. Why not put a camera up and you guys
let you guys hear what we talk about
and join in on the conversations? You know, man. All right, so moving on down the list. Now this has got me a little interesting because
this is awesome.
Number 6. Okay, first of all, you know the band Cannibal Corpse.
Yes, we've covered them.
This isn't Cannibal Corpse.
Apparently not.
This is Cannabis Corpse.
That's awesome.
What makes that so awesome?
Because you're playing off a well-known, super famous band. It's like a parody, I guess. We haven't heard them, so you guys let us know what we should do, or if we should cover the song that they suggest.
Yeah, they have a song. It's called. So it says. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Well, there's rappers in the hip hop world. There's rappers who have the pot smoking gimmick. You know, you think about Cottonmouth Kings or Wiz Khalifa.
For some reason, is it bad to equate Sublime with like the pot? Smoke too?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, they kind of are. But you know, you could say Cypress Hill, Snoop Dogg, or something like that also. But so it's got to be awesome to check out like a parody band that is just about weed, right?
Right, but
instead of death, it's weed.
Exactly. Exactly. Instead of talking about corpsing cannibals or eating corpses, we're talking about eating edibles.
Yeah, exactly.
So just a quick synopsis on them is, hey, you ever heard of death metal or on weed?
Like How High? No, what was it? Not How High. The one with Dave Chappelle.
Oh, crap. If you wouldn't have said it.
Half Baked.
Half Baked.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of death metal? Quote unquote. I mean, period. On weed is the generic thesis behind Cannabis Corpse's music. The band wouldn't be on their 6th full-length album though. Were they not only talented but also convincingly able to channel the death metal band whose songs they titles are parody.
Wow.
Case in point, in Battle There Is No Pot, which is not only titled as a tribute to mind-page genre legends Bolt Thrower, but is also full of misanthropic. Damn it, help me.
Misanthropic.
Misanthropic.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, but apparently there's a song called Behold the Behemoth of Bud, and in Battle There Is No Pot. Huh. What do you think about?
I'm trying to picture what it would be like. Well, I wonder if they sound just like Cannibal Corpse.
Smoke on weed. I just want weed. Take another ball. Yeah.
And obviously they're parodying songs. Parodying.
That's a word. That's the word of the day there.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I'm trying to think like Weird Al did it, but he did it with all the top hits.
Popular songs.
Is there any other bands that only parody one
other
artist?
Band? That's a good question. Think about it though. They're literally. How do you think Cannibal Corpse feels? Either they love it or they hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be flattered by that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if there is a channel called the Thrash Talkers.
Yeah, the
I'm
Thrash
flattered
Talkers.
that y'all took
with Chokey Ramirez
and Hollywood 5.
Hollywood 5 Head.
California 4. Golly.
Yeah.
No,
that would be awesome. I'd watch it.
Heck yeah, we bring them on the show, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, who we got for number 5 on this list? Hold up.
Number 5. Huh. It's a band called Ghoul.
Ever heard of them?
I've never heard of Ghoul. It sounds a lot like Necrogoblicon.
Ghoul.
As far as shticks go, Ghouls is pretty amazing. Ghouls, I guess their shtick is pretty amazing.
Ghoul, yeah.
Yeah, they're masked cannibals from the grave-choked nation of Creepsylvania. That's what it is.
Wow.
Yeah, but the band's forceful form of dirtbag thrash just makes their identity feel hard-earned.
Wait a minute. Did you just say dirtbag thrash?
That's what it says.
Dirtbag thrash.
I guess that's what they call their genre, dirtbag thrash.
Dude, see, this is what's great about the metal community.
Yeah.
You just make up your own genre, dude.
Yes,
this is dirtbag
absolutely.
thrash.
Yeah.
I mean,
could we do that in hip-hop? Could we
Yes. Yes, you got stoner. Oh, that's not.
I mean, something. Is there something that hasn't already been done? You know, I know there's a lot of genres of hip hop, but I don't think there's quite as many as there is in rock and metal.
Like Tupac would say he does. No, Pimp C would say, "Hey, this is country rap tunes.
Yeah.
This isn't rap." He would call it country rap tunes, and then Tupac would say, "No, this is reality rap." So I guess maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got like hardcore, horrorcore. You got reality rap. You got acid rap.
yeah, but what I'm saying is horrorcore. That's a full umbrella. Like you got.
Yeah, it covers a lot. Yeah.
Like this band Ghoul, they call their stuff dirtbag thrash.
That reminds me of Isham. He basically does horrorcore, but he labeled it acid rap.
See, I don't know much about him.
Just I guess it's the standout, you know.
Was he an acid taker?
Apparently, I don't know for sure. I mean,
apparently the kid. Apparently, you know.
Apparently, you get really dizzy.
Well, go ahead. What were you saying?
Well, I don't know. Allegedly, maybe, I don't know, but he called it acid rap. I don't know if he's ever actually partaked or whatever.
You were talking about like rappers that or the pot gimmick when we were talking about Cannabis Corpse. You know, Currency.
Currency. Yeah.
You know him? I would consider him like pot rap too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, Wiz Khalifa is kind of pot rap.
100%. So number 5 being Ghoul. Ghoul, and then Trash Talkers, a song that they say that really highlights their gimmick is a song called Gut Bucket Blues.
Gut Bucket Blues.
Wait a minute, bro. Imagine me coming to you saying, "Hey, bro, I got some dirt. What's it called?
Dirtbag
thrash
or thrash, yeah.
And the song I want you to check out is called Gut Bucket Blues." Dude, I've heard of Highway Blues. I've heard of I Got the Blues. What is a gut bucket?
A gut bucket. That's like where they would the butcher would throw the entrails out of the animal into a bucket. Yeah.
Wow. That sounds like something you'd Google.
Gag a buzzard off a meat wagon right there.
Dude, that sounds like something you put in
yeah, exactly.
Oh man. All right, man. Going on down number 4.
Yeah.
We got a band called Dope.
Dope.
You know anything about this band?
I know of the band. Have we not covered one of their songs?
I don't think so. Trash Talkers, let us know. Or any of these.
Did we not do Dope?
We did a lot of Dope, dude. As a matter of fact, we did.
Yeah, check out our 20s.
Oh my God, we did quite a bit, brother. But no, you think we have?
I want to say.
I don't think so.
Not if it's a heavy gimmick, but what was the one we covered that was like a mix of all the nu metal artists that had features by all the nu metal artists on their album? That wasn't Dope?
I can do a quick search on our channel real quick.
Yeah, let's do that because maybe I'm just conflating another name or something.
That's great though, to name your band Dope and just be like, "Hey, bro, you like Dope?
We dope, bro."
And so it's just called Dope. So let's see. No, we haven't.
Okay.
Never done Dope.
I'm mixing them up with the other band that we did.
I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there was the nu metal band, but they had features from every nu metal artist, it seemed, on one album.
Well,
it had like Fred Durst and Korn and all these guys on it.
Damn, now it does bring back memory. What are you talking about right now?
Damn,
we'll have to go back
and look. Was it Cold? It wasn't Cold, was it? No.
Dope. We'll have to go back.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, but some background on Dope, and apparently this band background.
Your background is Dope.
All right, y'all don't want that background. But no, Edsel Dope of nu metal stalwarts Dope dealt drugs and did some time. We know this because the band's PR machine made a huge deal of it early on in their career. Edsel also went for it on tracks like One Fix, in which he actually says, "I've been to jail too." But Kimberly's Ghost from the band's debut, Felons and Revolutionaries, is a solid aggro anthem, perhaps in part because it's more about loss and humanity. So it says the track's kinetic rhythms and a real heartbreak reminds listeners why nu metal blew up in the first place and why Dope have remained relevant in it.
So it is a nu metal band.
It's nu metal, and apparently they're big in nu metal. Man, Trash Talkers, y'all got.
You sure we haven't? That's a Mandela effect then.
Well, I thought Rush was a Mandela effect for me.
I feel like we did Dope.
And come on, bro. Come on now.
Moving on down the list there. But the next one we did make. Did you have something to say?
No, go ahead.
We did make mention of this, and I didn't realize they were going to be on the list. But I know a lot of you guys love Gwar.
God.
Yeah.
Only thing I remember from being a kid, and again, it's being according to Curing.com, top 10 gimmicks in music. My first time seeing Gwar was Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
That was my first time seeing it.
I don't remember ever seeing them, but I know they were on there. I know they talked about them at least when they would do other artists.
Was Beavis and Butthead and because like I just remember like of course I've seen the movie Do America where they actually have an entire there's no music playing.
Yeah, exactly.
But on the show it was just them sitting on their couch.
Well, they had little skits in there too, but the main part of the show because it was an MTV show, so they had to show videos.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
So they would sit on their couch and make fun of the videos. Yeah.
See, man, with Gwar being number 3 on this list, bro, it's almost like I wish I could take a time travel machine, knowing what I know now as Hollywood 6 right now, and go back to those days. I heard Gwar concerts are crazy.
I saw one. I told the story.
Oh Lord, please tell this story. Please tell this story.
I didn't see the whole show. Here's what happened. I mean, I've told it on the podcast before, but so I was at a gathering one year, and Gwar was playing. They had this separate tent stage set up for the rock bands. Basically, the main stage was always hip hop artists, and a few rock artists would get on there, depending on how they worked it out. But they had this whole stage set up that was more accommodating to metal bands or rock metal, but because of the instruments and things like that, so they tried to keep it on a separate stage. And they would go on late at night, like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So you had like Head PE and guys like that playing there. So Gwar was playing one night, and Dave was like, "Let's go check out Gwar. Let's see what that's like."
Did you know of them before this?
I knew of them.
Okay.
I'd never really heard their music, but I knew of them.
Did you know the gimmick though?
Yeah, I knew they wore the crazy costumes and all that. So we go down there and we drive our golf cart up behind the gate, because we got passes. We can go backstage and stuff. So we walk through the tent, and all I see is a lineup of dudes playing guitars with these crazy costumes on, and men's asses. Just asses everywhere. So in the back of those costumes, there was nothing. But they were wearing thongs.
Think about it though. That might be. It probably gets so hot in those.
I know. That's probably what it was. Yeah. So if you look at Gwar from the back, you just see naked ass.
But
yeah. But in the front, those costumes look cool, and they got this big gun. They're spraying blood all over the crowd.
Fake blood.
Yeah.
Man, see that's why I would like to go to like a Gwar concert. And does they still make music? You think?
I thought the one guy, Odorous, died.
How do you know this shit?
I just remember it.
Odorous?
Odorous, I think that was his name, Odorous.
Okay, go ahead.
But he died, and they have a new lead singer.
Rest in peace, Odorous, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a song that they said we should check out is Crack Down. You wanna let's do a quick thing on what Kerrang says about old Gwar.
Yeah.
So it says, yes, Gwar are space aliens with bifurcated nutsacks.
Bifurcated nutsacks. So they got separated.
Oh no! Is that what that is?
Yeah, you think of like a bifurcated tongue.
Yeah, stop.
Snake. So
oh my god! It's just like
it's like one sack over here,
look,
one sack
and
over here.
In the middle, it's just you got a triangle mess just going on. Oh man,
crazy.
Bifurcated nutsacks whose concerts are disgusting blood baths. However, they're also sleazy alt metal band with solid thrash chops, and Crackdown off of 1994's This Toilet Earth proves it. Interesting.
Yeah.
So the song Crackdown is one that they say we should check out.
Definitely, I think we should.
So number 2 on this list, Smoked Dog.
Yeah.
Of bands with most top 10 gimmicks in music.
Yeah.
I don't get this.
I don't get it either.
Kittie.
We covered a Kittie song, right? Yeah.
Did we?
Look that up because I thought we did. What is their gimmick though?
I don't know.
I don't recall seeing a gimmick.
Well,
you want me to read some?
Yeah.
The early presentation of Kittie may have been unfair for women playing metal. What a zany concept.
We did Brackfish by
Yeah,
Kittie.
see, I knew we did one.
Or Brackish. Sorry.
Brackish, yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
But the band overcame it with their perseverance and dedication to the genre. Until the end, a title track from Kittie's third full-length album, is proof that the Canadian quartet were more than a marketing tactic. So,
I guess it just being
female is their gimmick.
Women, maybe.
I guess they're calling that a gimmick.
That's not cool.
There's plenty of women metal bands. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe back in those days when they came out, that was something that that may be something that grabs your attention back in those days, because it became more prevalent in later days. But maybe back then you weren't seeing a lot of. But you think about Heart.
Look at Heart. And didn't Jada Pinkett have isn't there a band called Hole?
Yeah, I mean there's a lot of women front singers, lead singers.
Not all. Well, I don't think Heart's all women either, though. I mean,
no, it's not.
Huh?
We've covered bands that have all women. You know, we covered the Asian band that was all women.
Baby Metal.
Well, that too. But they had their backing band were men. But
Baby Metal. Then you had what was
the one where they were
Black
up on
Pink?
that tower?
I mean, Blackpink.
Blackpink, but that was more of a J-pop band or a
I know you
K-pop.
I can't remember who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, Trash Talkers, please educate us on this one. Why would Kittie be number 2 on the top 10?
You guys got to let us know why Kittie is a gimmick. I thought maybe originally they did Cat Mask or something. I don't know.
Ooh, no. Well, did they say anything about that? Let's see.
That I saw.
It says, until the end, the title track from Kittie's third full-length album is proof that melancholy and multifaceted, the song is a powerfully written and deftly arranged, the kind of track that any doom metal band would be overjoyed to have written. The pursuits put off by the way the Kittie was sold. I don't get it.
I don't either.
I don't get it.
Unless there's... that's the only thing I can see is... They were saying that being an all-female band is a gimmick, and I can't agree with that.
Yeah, so number 1 on this list, it's Alestorm.
Yes, we know Alestorm.
We know Alestorm.
Yeah, this is pirate metal.
Yes, and, man, Alestorm's great, dude.
I will say, that's probably the best gimmick we've covered on this show, in my opinion, because they stick to it. Like, they're not just...
I don't know, Smoke. Think about that.
Who you got?
I mean, Slipknot. Think about Gwar. Think about Ghost.
Yeah, well, Ghost is good, yeah.
But
I don't know, like, this is... But then again, Ghost, like, it's a satanic band, so it's easier to stick to than you're saying we are pirate metal musicians, and they stick to it on every track.
Yes.
Like, every song is about being a pirate.
Every song by Ghost is about...
True. Maybe.
I mean,
maybe you got a point there.
I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate here because I do agree with you. I do think that Alestorm is one of those bands that sticks to it. But Ghost, I mean, what's everything we've seen by Ghost? Like, there's plenty. What's another artist that plays on a gimmick that sticks to it? But I do agree with what you're saying. On this list, Alestorm probably.
Yeah.
Man, number 1 though. Let's read some Black, because I need to hear what they're saying.
Definitely.
So apparently they're saying there's a song by Alestorm called To the End of the World. Now, this first line I'm about to read to you is going to make you feel a little way. Who would write the ultimate flat earther anthem? Don't you dare say that. Who would write the ultimate flat earther anthem? The ultimate pirate metal band, of course. In truth, it's To the End of the World's awesome, clean, harsh vocal interplay and effective use of synths that make an excellent track. The atmospheric of epic adventure and gigantic scope present in the song only heightens the lyrics about the quackier, once believed by the Glenn Becks of the high seas. It can be hard for Alestorm to be taken seriously at times. The band certainly don't seem to care much with their inflatable float-filled live shows, but it's impossible to hear this song and not wish that you were steering a boat into a raging storm.
Yeah.
So the name of this song is To the End of the World.
Yeah.
Trash Talkers, I'm not going to ask for your permission on that. I want to hear this song.
Absolutely.
I want to hear that.
Well, you think about it. Wasn't the Pirates of the Caribbean had At World's End, right?
Yeah.
And you think about it, back during those days, they believed that the Earth was flat. If you sail too far, you're going to fall off. So it makes sense that they would make a song like that.
Is the Earth flat?
No.
How do you know?
We are not going to do this. All I'm going to do is yell at you and call you dumb. We're not going to do that.
I'm joking. All right. Just go yell at me and call me dumb.
That's how it always ends.
Listen, about 3 years ago. I'll just leave it at that.
He got really into flat Earth and we had debates about it.
And Smokey changed my mind. I never 100% thought it was. Of course not.
You just like being the contrarian.
I just want to know exactly. I wanted to be like, well, why? I've never been. How do you know? But no,
exactly.
It's not flat. It's not flat. All right, Smoke Dog.
What up?
Let's get into some OMG.
And some WTF.
Absolutely. We got another call in from a great trash talker. You OMG first? You want me to do
Let's do OMG first.
And to all our new listeners, OMG and WTF is we're from Atlanta, Georgia. So OMG is not oh my God, it's oh my Georgia. And WTF is not what the Florida. What the Florida.
Yes.
So on today's oh my Georgia, thief steals 400,000 toothpicks. 400,000 toothpicks.
Jesus Christ, what are you gonna do with that?
Dude, you got a piece of steak stuck in there that you've been working on for the past 10 years, boy.
He must have a gap in his teeth like that. I break one every time I do it.
It says 400 toothpicks have gone missing from a manufacturer in Athens, Georgia, which is worth about $3,000.
Jesus Christ, really?
400,000? 400,000 toothpicks is worth $3,000. I can go to
300.
I'd say $3.
No.
Or $30.
400,000.
Bro,
somebody got to make those things. That's a whole tree right there, and then some.
No, bro. You can go to Quick. I mean, you can go to.
Yes, you can get them for free. They give them out. It's just like straws, but there's still some money used to make those. Well, you can't make 400,000 for $3.
Dude, I'm telling you, I've gotten packs of 100 for like $1.
Yeah. You get a little box of them, yeah.
So if I buy 400 of the
400,000, yeah.
3,000 might be about right.
I don't know. I would say 300, but I don't know.
$300?
Yeah.
Not 300,000.
Yeah, not 3,000.
Okay, so let me read this. It says 400,000 toothpicks have gone missing from a manufacturer in Athens, Georgia, which is worth about $3,000.
That seems overestimating.
Okay. I agree with you. I agree. So 2 employees told the owner they saw another employee selling boxes of toothpicks at a flea market. However, authorities have yet to figure out this case. So it looks like they stole them, went to the flea market,
and tried to sell them.
How big is 400,000 toothpicks? Like, what do you think? Probably like that, maybe?
Maybe a little bigger than that.
So what do you think about like that?
400,000. You got 1,000 is probably a bundle like this, right?
All right, so times
400.
Okay.
That's probably a whole trunk of a car.
Dude, imagine. Hey, you got the stuff?
I got them, man.
Where's it at? In your trunk?
You gotta pick your teeth,
bro.
I got the fresh ones. You gonna be picking
I'm talking
for days.
about. I got mint flavored. I got lemon.
You gonna be picking your neighbor's teeth, man.
Come here.
This is the good picks, man. Yeah.
Okay, but if this is worth 3,000, and this is oh my Georgia, dude. Why do us Georgians do this? But if it's 3,000, and trust me, me and Smokey probably have driven by that flea market.
Yeah.
Wherever it's at.
Absolutely.
But
in Athens.
How do you sell that? I mean, who buys?
Who goes to a flea market and buys toothpicks, right? Is that what you were going to say?
Basically.
But you just at the flea market like, well, I do need some toothpicks.
I think, as a matter of fact, I do need a damn.
Man, you know I got that little salt shaker where the toothpicks come out when you turn them up. It's empty.
I need to refill that mug.
Just my man right here.
And you
just
open
the
up
person I need to see.
Dude, I guarantee you, they probably if $3,000 was worth 400,000, I guarantee you they probably just had it in a bucket and they say, hey, one handful $1 or
something like that. Yeah.
Dude, think about that. That'd make you more than $3,000.
Toothpicks, man. Toothpicks.
It's toothpicks.
There's a lot of other things you could steal to make a lot more money.
I'm trying to sit here and rationalize as to why it's okay to steal toothpicks.
Maybe they thought, well, this is something nobody's going to trace. Like, nobody's going to look for it.
It's a piece of wood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, it's not, maybe. That's the only logical thing I could think of.
Trash talkers, let us know about it. Hey, Smokey, what the Florida, bruh?
What the Florida? Okay, the headline of this is from December 31st of 2014. Florida couple trapped in unlocked closet for 2 days.
2 days?
Yes. And let me get to my story.
They were trapped in a closet for 2 days.
2 days. Unlocked.
Where'd you pee? Where'd you eat? Go ahead.
I think we're going to explain that.
Go ahead, Smoke.
It took 2 days for a Florida man who thought he was trapped in an unlocked janitor's closet with a woman to call 911 on his cell phone. And it was only until the police arrived when, name edited, realized, it's both of them, the man and the woman, realized they could have opened the door to the closet at Daytona State College and walked out at any time.
Wow.
The pair told police that they were chased into the closet on Sunday, but that's his name. Yeah. Didn't dial 911 until Tuesday, and his phone location was tracked. The pair were found inside the closet along with feces and copper scouring pads, often used.
Wait. Oh, for crack smoking.
Yes.
Oh.
So they found them in there.
Man, hold on.
No drugs were found.
They smoked them all.
The pair still face several charges.
What charges? Did it say?
It doesn't say. It's probably like breaking and entering, or you know, they're pooping in the closet. They probably.
Oh wait, wasn't this their house? Because they said they were chased in there by somebody, right?
It was at a college.
So let's see.
At Daytona State College.
Okay, so wait a minute. If these were students of this college,
they probably got charged with trespassing.
Does it have the ages? So the girl might have been
in their 20s and early 30s. Yes.
I don't know. Okay, so either one or two things. Either shout out to all our Floridians, but god dang, y'all got some of the dumbest people down there, dude. I swear. And I love.
Florida. Let's be fair. There's dumb people all
everywhere.
Over.
You're right.
Yes, all over the world.
Yes.
And it's just crazy that a lot of these stories come out of Florida because it's a melting pot. We covered this on the last one. It's a melting pot of people from all around the world. They move to Florida. And then when you mix so many different cultures and personalities, you tend to get some crazy stories out of it.
Yeah. I mean, all right, so let's think about this for a second. So I just think this was either one or two things. Either they were high going into it and, you know, thinking, everybody's around, they're looking for us, let's just stay here until you get hungry enough and you pooped ourselves. Yeah. Or they were chased in there. That's
what they said. I think that was just them saying, yeah, somebody was chasing us, so we locked ourselves in here.
We're talking about crackheads here, so that's probably exactly.
Well, they found the copper scouring pads. So here's what I think happened. They're like, we need to find a place to get high.
How about this janitor's closet?
So they go in the janitor's closet. They get high, and then they're like,
we locked.
How are we gonna get out of here? Like, that thing locks on the outside. Like, which makes no sense whatsoever. At all. But they're inside and never even tried to open the door. They're just assuming they're locked in. But they're high. But you would think also they're going to come down at some point and realize, like, have we tried opening the door?
Hey, man, Florida got some mean crack from what I heard, bro. They got crack that'll keep you out for a day. They got the 5 o'clock free crack giveaway.
They probably went through it in their head, like, the college is closed now.
Right.
We're stuck in here.
Right.
I don't know, man, but eventually they're like, okay, we're gonna have to call 911 to get out of here.
Yeah, guys, and please, we've got a few trash talkers that have sent us some things and that have let us hear.
Yeah, and if you have a crazy story from your hometown that you want to tell us, record a audio clip of it and send it to the email in the description.
Right. And today we got one from Amber Piercy. Sorry. Mm-hmm. So. And here we go. Let's see.
Hey, Trash Talkers. This is Amber from Orange County, California.
Hey, Amber.
Back when I used to live in Tennessee, I worked at a music festival for many years, and one year I was driving golf carts for the Super VIP, which are actually guests who pay a lot for their tickets, not the performers at the music festival. Anyway, one day we were short a radio, and I ended up being the person who didn't have a radio, so I was just doing blind stops at all the stops that we would check in at, instead of being called to any particular stop. And I pulled in, and guess who comes walking up to me to ask for a ride?
Oh, no.
Ron Jeremy.
Hold on, we gotta pause this real quick.
Yeah.
Actually, come on, let's keep this going.
Yeah. Didn't take him, but then nobody was around, so I said, okay, why not? So we spent about 20 minutes or so in the golf cart, got to the next place, and when I dropped him off, he was like, can you wait on me? And I was like, well, I'll try, but if somebody comes, I've got to take them. You know, I got to take who I'm being paid
you got a job to do,
right? And so he's like, okay, thanks. Gives me a kiss on the cheek and gone. And I ended up not being able to wait for him, but it was a really cool story. Thanks, guys.
That's awesome. Thank you for your call.
Yeah, absolutely. Amber, we share something in common because I also have an experience with Ron Jeremy. And I spent the better part of 3 days with the man one time. It's a sensitive subject because of the trouble he has gotten into, and I don't even know how it turned out, but I know he was in court or whatever. But so I was working the Gathering one year, and I would go there and perform, of course, but to make money, because I was not a huge artist, so I didn't make money off of it. You know, I had to perform for free, but I would work the Gathering. I'd work, behind the scenes to make money.
Yeah, like golf carts, like she was doing.
Exactly. Yeah, I would drive golf carts, drive people around. But this particular year, I was driving the shuttle.
Bro, what if this was this in Tennessee?
No, it was in Cave in Rock, Illinois.
Okay. I was about to say, what if you and Amber were at the same show?
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy. Go ahead.
I mean, it may be around that time, though, to tell you. Did she give a date?
I don't think so, actually. She's... shout out, Amber. Let's see. I don't think so.
Hey, Trust Talkers. This is Amber from Orange County, California. Back when I used to live in Tennessee, I worked at a music festival for many years, and one year I was driving golf carts for the Super VIP.
That's a very similar experience.
Yeah.
As to mine.
Okay.
It wasn't Bonnaroo, was it?
I don't know, but I want to hear your experience, and we're going to talk about hers, because this is pretty...
Yeah, definitely. So, I was driving the shuttles that year, and driving famous people back and forth, and you can actually hear the same weekend I had the experience with Warren G.
Okay. That story's on
the channel. That story is on the channel, so... So I went and got him from the airport and drove him back to the campgrounds. And, he's doing his signings or whatever. And this was all before he got in trouble. So it was still okay to be associated with him at the time, Yeah. But at some point, the manager of the whole event comes up to me and he was like, whatever you do, get Ron Jeremy out of here. I have no idea. I'm not going to say what happened because I really don't know. But I had to go.
Keep it real, you don't know?
I really don't know. I don't know the exact story.
You couldn't tell me on camera?
No, I really don't know the exact story of what happened. But I know him and Mark Jury was an actor that was in a couple of their movies, and he was there also. So me and Mark, I had to go get Mark because he wanted to go back to the hotel. I had to go get Mark and then find Ron Jeremy and tell him, like, bro, the weekend's over. Weekend's over, dude. I'm taking you now. So I basically had to force him to, I mean, not that he was just resisting, like, no, I'm going to stay here. He was like, oh, okay, we got to go.
Yeah, let's go.
I was like, yep, got to go.
So
I had to take him over to the hotel to get his stuff, and I had to wait for him to gather up his stuff, take him to the airport, which is, what is it, Evansville? Evansville was the airport. And go all the way out there and drop him off, and he ended up staying at the airport for about 3 days.
Oh my god!
Until his flight came.
Why didn't you just get a hotel?
Dude, I don't know, but my buddy, he said he was out there to pick up like Vader or somebody or the Steiners or something, and said he's still there. This was like 2 days later. He was like, he was in the bathroom. So he's still there.
Now, okay. Going to Amber's story, and hers being very similar to yours, she's working this concert and, driving around in these golf carts. Why is Ron Jeremy just at these random,
he does like signings, I mean, he's a famous person, so he does events and, conventions.
Actually, you know what? Dang it. Amber, please in the comments let us know what event was it, because that would
absolutely.
That put some substance to the story, because you this was at a gathering. I can see Ron Jeremy at a gathering.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be curious to know what.
And he was also acting in the movie, so that's why he was there that year.
I mean, yeah, and again, I don't know what his personal legal issues going on now, but Amber had mentioned he gave him a kiss on the cheek, and she went on about her way. So I mean, was the guy? You said the guy didn't seem like resistant. Seemed like a nice guy, right?
No, he was confused, like, why are we doing this? But
drugs? Keep it real.
No.
You don't think he was?
I don't know. I don't know if he was. I ain't going to say he was. I don't know.
Allegedly, yes.
I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. But, I mean, I think Ron Jeremy was an old man at that time. He was already probably in his 60s, And, he did his thing there. And I have no idea why he had to leave. All I know is that George comes up to me. Probably should have left his name out. No last name. But he came up to me and said, you got to get him out of here right now. You go find him and get him out of here.
See, then that makes me think, now, man, just thinking, okay, he got off the cart.
I mean, it could be something simple as he didn't agree with the
or
money
didn't
they were
pay
offering.
exactly
Yeah.
something with money, something with money. But see, with Amber's situation, it's like, you know, you hop out the go kart and you're like, hey, wait here. I don't know if you're gonna be gone for 4 hours.
Yeah.
But I've got a job to do.
Yeah.
And, you know, and with you, you had a job to do. It's like, hey,
exactly.
We gotta go, buddy.
Now I will say it was an interesting ride because it's like 4:00 in the morning, and I'm trying to stay awake while driving halfway across the state. So I'm like, hey, tell me about your past. Like, you know, what was your first job, Ron? You know,
Well,
Mark's in the back just almost belligerent and laughing. You know, he was drunk, but so Ron's like, well, as a matter of fact, I was a waiter, as a lot of young Jewish kids are in New York.
Is he Jewish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Huh.
Yeah, but he told me all about his waiting job and stuff, and
Did he tell
you know,
you?
I didn't want to be like, hey, what's the most girls?
That would have
or
been the
whatever.
first question I'm asking.
Nah, I don't want to.
I know that's not your style.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well,
I want to know something more interesting.
Yeah,
I know he gets that question a million times a day.
You're absolutely right. That would
Yeah.
not be my first question. It'd probably be like, how old were you when you got?
Yeah.
You know, maybe we should get off of Ron Jeremy
Probably.
right now. We should
That is
probably
a
do that.
sensitive subject. I
Yeah.
think.
Either way, Amber, thank you so much for calling in. Trash Talkers, if you want to be on this episode or this segment of OMG and W2F, like Smokey said, leave us a minute or a minute and a half of your crazy story that happened with you in wherever town you were at.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Absolutely. Y'all, let us know what's next for next Trash Talkers podcast. Dang, I'm sipping on my word. Let us know what's next for the next Trash Talkers podcast as far as topics. And you got anything else?
That's it for today. I think we said it all.
With that being said, my name's Barry Hollywood 6. Bye.
I am Smokey Ramirez Cowan.
And we are.
I left out a name. Over
And
out.
Deuces.